YouTube, what is going on? Theo Bean here, and lo and behold, I wake up this morning, one of the first things I see is brand new footage from Persona 3 Reload has dropped today. So you know, this is actually in fact one of my most anticipated games coming up that has been announced next to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. When I played Persona 5 Royal back in 2020, it became one of my favorite games of all time. So with that, I am super excited for Persona 3 Reload. And more details and footage are out. So let's watch the trailer and then talk about it, break it down.
It's the good memories that stay with you and gets people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. I'm the one who chose to join you back then. I didn't know what I was capable of. That's all there is to it. I gotta use what time I have left to set things straight. I don't have the luxury of doing anything else.
We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad.
Looks so
The
good so
shadows
far.
are getting stronger.
Incredible.
We need to destroy the Dark Hour itself.
Let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment.
Yeah, nothing beats getting actual combat experience.
Oh, Junpei's got your back.
We expected as much, but don't be careless.
Persona abilities can be dangerous, depending on how they're used.
I want to use this power to help me live my own life. Take this seriously. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here.
Knowing the truth isn't everything, right?
When that happens, I just go do something fun and forget about it.
It sounds interesting. Don't tell me you've forgotten your promise.
Go on.
Destroyed the entire world.
Nothing's gonna end. Not if we have anything to say about it.
Your reason for fighting, huh?
Man, I was so damn scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. I want a purpose, and to have others I care about. That's why I came all this way.
Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note.
Confirmed for early next year. New box art looks so sick. So it is officially up for pre-order as of today as well. I believe that's it. Yep, okay. As well as I think in before they've said in the marketing for a Game Pass Xbox, but it is going to be available on other platforms. I'll have to double check on that, but you have Thanatos here, which is super duper sick. One thing I actually saw also online today was that, so with the DLC, we are getting some Persona 5. Sorry, this is not the highest res screenshot, but as you can see, we're getting P5 costumes, right, for the characters, and it looks like we're getting a lot of the, well, P4 Personas as well as P5 Personas as DLC. There was other images of other like Sentinel, all that stuff as well, not just Arsene, Captain Kid, things like that. So kind of similar to how Persona 5 was in regards to DLC from the characters, or I should say personas, being included from Persona 3, 4, and I believe even as early as 2 and 1. So which is cool. But the game is confirmed for February 2nd. Let's kind of go back and go through it here. Break down what we can.
It's the good memories
this
that
is
stay
about
with
meeting
you
the S.E.E.S,
and
name
gets
of the
people through
video.
their struggles.
This is about meeting the various casts,
But it's also
aka
the
the group
mistakes you made
that you
haunt
will
you
be playing
forever.
with. Essentially, S.E.E.S is the form of Phantom Thieves if you're
I'm the
only
one who
familiar with
chose to
5.
join you back then. I didn't know what I was capable of. That's all there is to it. I gotta use what time I have left to set
And if you're not familiar, the people shooting themselves in the head is how they would summon their personas. And that's kind of became a meme as well.
That's all there is to it.
It is kind of dark, but
I gotta use what time I have left
cool
to
at the
set
same
things
time.
straight. I don't have the luxury of doing anything else.
Here we get this absolute classic banger. If you've heard Persona music before, you've probably heard of this song, and it sounds like it's not reused, it's actually redone. Just from listening to it, it sounds like that is the case, so that is actually pretty badass as well.
We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution
S.E.E.S.
Squad. The shadows are getting stronger. We need to destroy the Dark Hour itself.
Let's
So seeing everything redone, it looks like this is pretty much the same engine as whatever they use for Persona 5. It does look a bit more polished. Details and stuff like that does look a little bit cleaner. In regards compared, I should say, to 5
The
as well.
Dark Hour itself.
let's head into Tartarus and try out our new equipment.
Yeah. Nothing beats getting actual combat experience.
So here we're gonna get some different animations, things like that, as well from combat. Here we go, our preview of the all-out attack, which I think does look pretty sick.
We expected as much, but don't be careless.
Persona abilities can be dangerous, depending on how they're used.
I want to use this power to help me live my own life. Take this seriously. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here.
Knowing the truth isn't everything,
I will say the VA work sounds incredible as well, by the way.
right?
I mean, I will say Persona 5 VA work was like some of the best ever in a game, so it's no surprise that this is probably going to be to that level or even better.
I just go do something fun and forget about it.
In regards to our menuing, I think it is pretty interesting to point out that it looks like we have pretty much the exact same options that we had in P5, or at least in P5 Royal, right? We could fast forward, auto, lets it just automatically sync after thing is tagged, so you're not constantly hitting X. And then you can press the log as well to see previous dialogue that was mentioned as well.
It sounds interesting. Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Here is the animation for the Velvet Room. This is actually super sick.
Don't tell me you've forgotten the promise.
Go on.
Destroyed the entire world.
Shadow,
Nothing's gonna end. Not if we have anything to say about it.
Your reason
Thanatos.
for fighting.
Man, I was so damn scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away.
It looks like we get a dash, which is really, really nice. And this looks a lot more polished as well. From here, we have Dark Hour, of course, right? This is pretty early on, I believe. Actually, I don't remember when E3 starts, so actually don't quote me on that.
Run away. I want a purpose and to have others I care about. That's why I came all this
Different
way.
persona animations, for when we strike a weakness, which actually looks fantastic as well.
Purpose and to have others I care about. That's why I came all this way.
Even if you do forget about us, I'll remind you.
Let's make sure this chapter of our lives ends on a happy note.
So here we go. Here is this tweet. This is from Maku. He's super cool. Oh my god, that is so fucking loud. Okay. Here is a video showing the menuing, things like that. This is super clean. This reminds me of the menuing in Persona 5 added into the combat menuing of Persona 3, which is super cool in the regards to how we transition. We press Y. Boom. All out attack. And how it transitions is so dope. So they have access to a demo at Gamescom. Damn. New game, it looks like. That is pretty sick. But here is this though. Here was the other thing I mentioned as well. This is the second DLC set, confirming the other personas from this looks like all the level 3 pretty much personas from, or technically level 2, from Persona 5 Royal. So this is actually super cool to see. There's going to be a ton of personas with the DLC included. This game looks so sick though. This is again my most anticipated game since or I should say next most anticipated game next to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So this looks so good. I'm going to be going through this blind. I think I thought about playing through Persona 3, but I think I just want to go through blind. I think it'll be better that way, experiencing it, since I know there are some big decisions and twists based off what you choose to do. I don't know what they are in context, but I have seen that, so I am going to go through and play through it blind. I think it'll be better that way. But hearing the music in here, the trailer also sounds so good, as somebody who is a fan of that. Cannot wait. But as we get more info and news on Persona 3 Reload, I will be having that here on the channel as well. Definitely be covering this game. Huge fan of Atlas and all their content, games that they've put out here within the last few years. It's been great. So that is going to be it for this one. If you guys are excited for the content or future games here, if you're excited for future upcoming Atlas games such as P3 Reloaded, please subscribe to the channel. I will have more news and info here, and I will see you guys in the next one as well. Until then, peace and deuces. See ya.